Howdy, howdy.
Howdy,
Happy
howdy.
Guys, we got a special treat for you tonight. We've got not only Kel on panel tonight, but we also have Phoenix. And we have got Precious Southern Belle in the chat. Anybody else comes in, just come in and set a wall and let's jibber jaw for a little bit.
Did you share the link on our Facebook
My
page, Rose?
no, sister, you know I didn't do it. Sorry.
I was going to give
It's
it to
okay.
Zach, but
Well, you can, I don't know if you can go back and do it now or not.
I don't either.
It's just I needed to be with you guys. I've been stressed the heck out, and I mean, I'm stressed out. I was telling Kel earlier, Phoenix, I think I also told you, I don't get to talk to Southern Belle, but on here I need to add her on Facebook. But there is a 5-year-old girl that's missing, and she has been. I think this makes the 10th or 11th day. And it's really bothered me because she's literally just in the next county over from me, like 30 minutes from me. Um, and when it happened, the night before, I was just really depressed, and I thought, well, maybe tomorrow we'll get some good news. No good news came, so instantly it's like go to Kel. And I said, Kel, I need you to try to hone in. Something bad's happened. There's a child missing. And that's all I said to her because I wanted to see what she could pick up. She said it's a little girl. She described her to a freaking T. She said it's a little girl. She's got blonde hair and it's, about shoulder length, which they had come to find out they had shaved her head. But her mother said that they was outside planting flowers with the little girl's grandfather. The little girl wanted to go inside. She said when she got through planting the flowers. She went in and asked the brothers, where's your sister? They said she went downstairs to play in the basement. Mom hollered for her. She didn't answer. They went in the basement. Little girl was nowhere to be found, but the basement door was open to the outside. And they're saying that she didn't even have her shoes on her feet. Then it went into further stuff. They found out that they dug deeper, found out the dad has charges. He was in prison years ago, but this guy he's changed his life over for the better. But the mom, however, she's not wanting to say anything, and she was just posted a picture of her daughter, Summer, swimming 3 hours before Summer went missing. Then it came out that the teenage boy that we saw in the video of Summer in the lake, he was also in the lake. He finally admitted that Summer had went under the water for over a minute, and he grabbed her up out of it, and then he was asking the
Mm-mm.
cop, well, do you think that she dry drowned?
Mm-mm.
But like I told Kel, I don't know what to believe, that there's something not adding up with this story.
Nope.
And Kel, what she was seeing through remote viewing was that she did get taken from the back door. I didn't even tell Kel that. She's like, it looks to me like there's woods all around where she's at, and she got taken from the back of the house. She got taken from the back door. And the man looked like a hunter, but the guy that Kel described she described the little girl's dad. So I don't know, guys. I mean, it's got me in a twist wind, and not only that, Kel, um, have you picked up on Anisha any this week?
Uh, no, I've been focusing on the little girl.
Okay, well, I think Anisha is focusing on the little girl. Let me tell you what Kimberly called and told me a while ago. Chris has never, Anisha had been dead some years by the time Kimberly met Chris. Kimberly didn't know Anisha, but she heard of her and knew that was Angie's friend, okay? Kimmy never talked about Anisha. Chris went to the doctor yesterday. They put him on some different kind of antidepressant medicine that he was to take at bedtime. This medicine can make you sleepwalk, which Chris did that anyway. Kimmy
Uh,
says she's sitting there, right? She says Chris comes walking through the hallway with his arms down at his side, and his eyes looked real freaking funny. And I'm getting cold chills in thinking about it. And he looks at Kimmy and starts pointing and says, "You." And she said it's a female voice coming out of him, Kel. And he said, "You. You look familiar. Do you know me?" And Kimmy just sat there because it scared the hell out of her. And she's like, "What?" She's like, you got a sister named Angela." Kimmy's like, "Yeah." She said, "You don't recognize me?" Kimmy never met Anisha. And she said, "My name's Anisha." And Kimmy's like, "What?" She said, "Your mama. It's like a magnet. She pulled me in. I need to talk to your mama. It's real important." She said, Kimmy's like, "My mama pulled you in." She said her friend and the spirit box she has, or the box she has, was like a magnet. It's pulling me in. She said, "I'm cold right now." And Kimmy said, "You said your name was Anisha." And she said, "My name is Anisha." She said, "What's your last name?" Kel, she looked at Kimberly and said, "My name's Anisha Haygood. Your sister and your mom know me well."
oh,
Kimmy grabbed Chris and started screaming, "Chris, wake up!" And he's looking at her. He's like, "What the hell is Kimmy? What are you doing? What am I doing in here?" She said, "Chris," she said, "Angie's friend Anisha, for whatever reason, came into you, and you come through her looking like a zombie." So I don't know if Anisha is trying to tell us something about Little Summer, or if there's something else that she's wanting to get out. But I'm telling you, that blew me away. Why would she have went to Chris?
I don't know. I have a theory. Maybe
Yeah.
Phoenix understands what I'm saying, but when you go to sleep, you're kind of in that astral plane. Your subconscious is somewhere else,
Right.
and sometimes spirits can communicate with you better while you're asleep. And maybe with the new medication he's on too, which might be the same kind I'm on now, oddly enough. I'm wondering if she just took that opportunity.
Might have been, but Angie, I asked Angie, I said, "Angie, I said, have you been thinking about Anisha this week?" And Anisha's birthday's coming up.
Hmm.
And Angie started crying. She said, "Mama," she said, "I've had her on my mind really strong." And when we was sitting there talking about it, Angie had an ice cold spot right beside of her. The hairs on her arm stood straight. And she said, "Mama, why is there a cold spot next to me?" I said, "Angie, she may be trying to let you know that she knows you're thinking about her."
She was there.
And I said, "You need to, you've got to move on. You
Hmm.
got to quit holding this in, what happened to her." I said, "Two people, Kel being one of them." I said, "And another medium named Lucid, Anisha came through to them." And she's like, "Mama," she said, "it's just, her daughter looks identical to her mom."
Yeah.
And the little girl just saw Angie the other day, and well, she's not a little girl no more. She's a teenager. And she was asking Angie, she's like, "Angie, do you feel that it was mommy's boyfriend?" And it was.
Yeah, I know it was. And he got away with it.
Yes, got away with it. But anyway, guys, we've got Miss Phoenix in here, and she has got her haunted doll set up, and I believe her K2 meter and stuff, and she's going to start us out with some of her stuff, and then we'll follow him on in behind after that. So welcome, Phoenix. Have you got your mic on, Lovey?
Phoenix.
Yeah,
We
I
can't
do.
hear you. There you are.
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can now.
Yo, you can't hear me?
I can, yes.
Am I lagging?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you sound beautiful. Okay, Miss Phoenix. Do you wanna
I'm
do
just
a spirit
messing.
box session, or how do you want to start it out?
Yeah, you want to throw down the prayer before we turn it on and get it going?
Yes, ma'am. Father God, we come to you
Okay.
on this Friday night, and we thank you, Father, for always being there for us and carrying us through each day. Father, before we start this session, you know we don't come in any disrespect. If it's your will, Father God, please let some of our family members come through, some of our friends come through. Lord, I ask you to watch over this little 5-year-old child. Father, you made her, and I know you see all things. And we ask that you please let her whereabouts be found some way, somehow, Father God. If maybe it's through the spirits communicating with us and letting us know what to do or what's going on with her. Lord, we give you all the praise and glory. Thank you for dying on the cross for our sins. Please watch over everyone watching this video. Thank you, Father God. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Blessed be.
All
In
righty.
Jesus' name.
Amen. My computer's doing something stupid here.
Well, my phone decided to
All
crash and I had
computers.
to restart it.
What the heck? Go away. What are you, thing? Go on. Okay. I gotta get it back.
I
Come
wonder
on,
if
spirits.
the spirits can ask us where summer is.
Spirits, can you give us any idea where Summer may be? Summer Wells? Summer?
Did it just say summer?
That's what I thought I heard. Oh my God. Southern Belle, I heard the same thing, Belle. It said she's drowning. Cal, what did I tell you? That I felt like her mother mounted those weights and did it. Spirit, can you please repeat that? Did you say she was drowning?
Simply out your pet.
Spirit, can you repeat that? Do you know where the whereabouts of Summer Wells is? Can you please tell us where to look? Family.
I heard family.
So did I, sis. Can you tell us who in the family hurt her? Let's say her mom. How did her mom hurt her?
If you hold it back up,
Is Summer in the lake that she was swimming in? I heard mom too, Bill.
I did too.
Did you say Summer was drowning? said, yep, the girl's drowning. Did her mom and dad both have something to do with that? Anisha, what are you trying to warn us about? What do you want to tell us? Are you with Summer, Anisha? Spirit, is Summer no longer alive? I think she's not alive. Yeah, it does. How many spirits are present right now?
Justified.
She was justified. Who was justified? Are you saying her mom felt justified? Spirit, can you confirm one more time what happened to Summer Wells? Is she still alive? Did Summer accidentally drown and her mom trying to cover it up? Summer, if you can pull your energy towards us, make yourself known, sweetheart. Let's let her look for you. Summer, can you hear her, darling? She is 5 Southern Belle. Oh my God.
What did Southern Belle say?
She said, I think it said she's 5.
She is. Was.
Spirit, can you tell me again that her mother felt justified?
Or could that be Anisha that's justified?
Anisha, is that you coming through for Summer? I'm calling for the spirit of Anisha Haygood. Can you please come through the spirit box? Why did you go into Chris? What's the message? He may have said she's justified instead of I'm justified. That sounds more like it. I think she said I'm just 5. So that would have been her. Summer Wells, is that you telling us that you was just 5? I just saw a dark shadow go across Phoenix's screen. Was that you, Phoenix? Summer, can you tell us where to look for you at, darling? You don't have to be scared to talk to us. I want to help you. Where you at, baby? And who took you? Can you tell us who took you, Summer?
I'm hearing a lot of voices come through at once.
I am too. It's hard to cipher them out. I'll have to go back and watch this video again just so I can hear what she was saying. Wow, look at Phoenix's freaking K2 meter.
I know, it's going wild.
Who's lighting up the K2 meter in Phoenix's home? Anisha, if that's you, make that go red.
I heard someone say okay through that.
Can you guys still hear it?
Yeah, I hear it really good. Summer, move that up to red if you're still if you're in the woods.
No attack.
It's not gonna help with that place. Oh my God! I mean, it's coming through, but right here, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it with my headphones on.
Why do you think I've got
The other
my,
bell is really snatching them right up, man. What it's saying. Summer, we will not stop until you're found. I promise you that. The TBI and the police department promises you that. The people that search for you promise you that.
It's okay,
Summer.
we're not meaning to hurt you. Summer, come through.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth, Kel. It's not that it's been too much for me.
You can come to me, Rhoda.
Come to Phoenix. Other Bell.
You can come to me, little one. I got some chocolate right there for you.
And I got a puppy you can pet.
Oh yeah, she said.
You go to Kel's, you got a dog, you come here, you got chocolate.
If you come to me, I'll just love and hug on you.
I think all three of us would do that anyway.
It's hell, you know, this has been on my mind so strong about this kid that I broke down over it.
I know you have.
I don't know if it's just a part that I'm a mother or my grandmother, and to see this innocent little child be just nobody vanishes. Come on.
Do you remember when I was trying to get more information and my spirit guides wouldn't let me, and I got sick and I got
Yes,
a
and
bad
it went
headache?
black.
Yeah, that to me meant something I do not really care for.
Yeah, I know, Sissy. Summer, where was you at when they took your life, darling? We didn't even know where to look for you. Summer Wells, can you tell us how old you are? spirits, please let Summer Wells come through. Summer Wells, can you please tell us how old you are?
Five.
I thought I heard it again.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Summer?
Summer, are you in that lake that your mother took you to?
Are you in the lake, Summer?
I heard no.
I hear Elise. Summer, we're praying for you to be found every day, honey. You can just give us a clue.
Did someone take you in an old blue-gray car?
There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's outside. They're getting ready for the cruise tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, that you gonna film that tomorrow? Phoenix?
Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the show and shine is not going to be at Veterans Park. It's actually just going to be up the street from my apartment.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool.
And then
That'll make
hours,
for a good
like 5 or
video.
6 hours after, yeah, after 5 or 6 hours after that, then they'll come back to the same area and have the cruise, and then I'll go back down and I'll record some of that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Is there any other spirits who would like to come through?
Any other spirits would like to come through and communicate with us? We want you to.
Did I just hear a spirit say I'm coming through?
What, how much?
How many spirits
Well, you're
are around?
really strong in Phoenix's apartment. Who's touching the K2 meter? Summer, do you see the little doll sitting there?
You can talk to me. Whoa, hey, what? What
Wow.
the hell? What's going on with the speakers?
Did that say you're annoying?
Yeah.
Are you
that's what I
messing
heard.
with my
You're annoying.
speakers? Oh, I am? Well, get out of my house then. Because I live here.
Oh, Lord.
Really?
Tell her to shut up. Phoenix, did that thing tell you to shut up? We got a naughty one coming through.
Come on with it.
Who's the male speaking?
Johnson?
Well, Johnson, you got a sexy voice. Are you surprised? He said. How old are you, Johnson?
Who tried cutting off the power to my speakers just now? Quit messing with my speakers.
I thought I heard him say 30-something and the speaker was cutting off.
Did you pass away in that apartment building, Johnson? Phoenix is good to you, spirits, isn't she?
Did I hear somebody? I swear it sounded like it said go to bed.
I heard that. Go to bed. Why do you want Phoenix to go to bed? That's where I need to see. He's not against you.
I was on
She
a live
lets you
stream.
guys hang out.
Yeah, I was on a live stream the other night. Yeah, I was on a live stream the other night, and I was getting touched and everything, and it the person whose live stream I was on, she was using an app, and her app came up Incubus, and I was like, whoa, hey, what the hell?
Oh my God, I was just getting ready to say
And
it
her,
might be an incubus trying to mess with you, Phoenix. Hello,
oh, good
Rain
Lord, you
Raven.
must be
Welcome,
drunk and
doll.
blind.
Hi, Pug.
That's crazy. You get such good responses through your spirit box there, Phoenix. Guys, when I was walking out of the hospital earlier, you know how you get that sense that somebody's just watching you and they're walking right behind you, but then when you turn around, you don't see nothing? I felt that all the way down that elevator.
I
And
was
when I was
going to
walking
tell
down
you.
that long hallway by myself, I felt it.
Do you know when I was on the phone with you earlier, sis, and you said you and Ashley were going to walk downstairs? I felt like something was behind you.
Ashley said that when I hung up. She said, Mom, they something following us. I said, well, just don't pay it no attention. Just keep walking.
Keep on walking. That's what you have to do when you're in a hospital.
Yeah. Wow, what was that just said? Something about a shadow.
Is Donald Trump losing his mind, spirits?
He's just boring.
Is that shadow going to stay the hell out of my bathroom, Spirit, so I can take a shower in peace?
Phoenix, I saw a shadow on your wall a while ago. That's what I heard, Dale. I heard
That might have been me walking back and forth.
No, I don't know. I don't think
Yeah,
that
and I
was you
can't-
because it was too dark. And it was quick.
What are you saying? I'm not quick? What the hell is wrong with you? No, just kidding.
This was like lightning. This was lightning fast quick. I mean, it was like a blink of an eye quick.
All right.
So, Johnson, do you like hanging out at Phoenix's place? Yeah. Are you trying to bother Phoenix when she's trying to sleep? You know.
Is there any spirits beside me right now?
Oh, God's mentioning. Yeah, what she just said. The other day, I was talking to her, and she didn't mean to. She was doing something. I think she was messing with Ruby. And, she had the camera tilted away from her for just like 3 seconds. I saw her mom, full body, standing there, and I said, Kel, there's somebody standing there with shoulder-length blonde hair, and it looked just like Kel. But then when Kel's like, where? And she painted back around, she was gone, but it got real cold right there where Kel was at.
And I was like, did she have her hands folded?
And she did.
Because my mom's still around.
Like she said she was.
The 70s.
Spirit, can you give us your names?
Can you give us the names?
Illegal.
It's illegal. I thought I heard Cindy. said it again. Cindy!
I am not ready for Zach's mom, all right?
Are you Cindy or are you asking for Cindy?
I think she heard me. Are you asking for Cindy or are you Cindy?
Are you Cindy?
Yes. Bill a while ago when it said it's illegal, she heard. He said F you, it's illegal.
I heard that too, that profanity.
Try to stay at yellow if you're asking for Cindy. Stay at yellow if you're asking for Cindy.
So are you Cindy? How'd you do? Well, you're doing great.
I'm going to dream about white noise tonight.
Yeah.
Are
Hey, I
you
kid you
related
not.
to Cindy?
There's Zach. He's in here. Welcome, Zach. Your mother must be calling on you.
We heard Cindy in the spirit.
Hello, everybody in chat. I'm not reading chat right now because I'm on the wrong side of the table.
Oh, wow. Zach
My
says too
phone's over
bad.
there.
I already asked her if she had anything to tell me. Now was her chance. Well, Zach, she must have knew you was coming in here.
Yeah, because
No,
I
Kel.
heard Cindy. And Zach, the funny part was that when I heard that, I was like, I don't know if I can deal with Zach's mom.
Cindy, are you here for Zach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Zach, have you done anything different lately? The only reason I'm asking is I sense some nervous energy around her right now.
What have you done, Zach? Something your mama's not liking. And if mama ain't happy, they ain't nobody happy.
Cindy, what do you want to tell Zach? Please use the spirit box.
Why? You said why?
What did you say?
Aren't you reunited?
Oh my God.
Nothing different, Zach said. But I just got a bunch of albums and some other stuff from my dad's house.
Wow. Maybe she's nervous of what you're going to find in there.
Yeah.
Is there any pictures that Zach should look for, Cindy?
Hey, Kel. I need to call Ashley. Right now, I'm gonna mute my mic and you guys carry on.
Okay. Cindy, do you want to say anything else to Zach?
Cindy, do you have anything else to say to Zach, honey?
Love you. Do you want Zach to look through those pictures, Cindy? so many coming through, Phoenix. Did you hear anything else to my question?
No. My thing is the K2 meter. That's why I try to ask specific questions to actually get specific readings from it. So I'm kind of hopefully getting like intelligent reactions to it. Spirit box, I can't hear for crap.
Yeah, me either.
I don't hear at the good level for the spirit box.
Cindy, if you want Zach to look at the picture album, make it go all the way up on the K2. Or Cindy, tap on Zach's shoulder.
Bringing time.
I feel like my heart's racing for some apparent reason.
Is it anxiety from the box? Do I need to take a break and turn it off?
I don't know. You just started. Normally the spirit box don't give me anxiety. Spirits, do you have anything else to say? Cindy, if you're still around, make that K2 meter go all the way up. Or if you're near Zach, make it go to red, or yeah, make it go to red. That thing, I swear that thing just said Linda. I can't read the chat either, so hopefully Rhoda comes back soon. So Zach, if you're catching anything that might be your mom or feeling anything, put it in the chat and I'll read it later.
Does he want? No, I got the chat on right now, so if you put it in chat, I'll read it. If you want me to ask a specific question for the K2, go ahead. I got the chat on right now.
Yeah, she can see the chat. My blind ass can't see that small writing. So Zach, if you're still in here or anyone else, ask questions. It sounded like a woman just said, "Oh God," in that spirit There's Rhoda. Spirits, do you want us to use another device to communicate with you?
Hi.
Hi, that was a cheerful hi. What's your name?
Cindy, you stopping by to tell Zach you love him?
Zach said, I think I just heard a guy's voice saying, if you're watching porn.
Well, I did hear a woman's voice go, "Oh God."
I don't watch porn, so that's not me.
Guys, keep my granddaughter in your prayers. My daughter just called me tore off from hell. They just had to ship my granddaughter to Children's Hospital because her little heart rate went down.
Again?
Yeah.
I think she's going to be okay. I just think maybe where she was in there too long.
Yeah. That's where I tried to tell Ashley. She's tore all to pieces. I told her, I said, Ashley, I prayed over that baby before I left. I said, she's going to be fine.
Yeah, she is. And it's probably better that she's going to that hospital because they'll probably know what the crap they're doing.
Well, they're ass backwards up here. They're stupid.
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe Children's Hospital will know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, they're good. Thank you, Belle. They're really good down at Children's.
Spirits, are the angels on Ashley's baby right now?
Yep.
Like you said, you bet. Yeah. I know they are. I know that in my heart. I feel them.
Yeah. Baby already has spirit guides. She'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah, she's a strong little lady.
Oh, yes, she is.
Spirits, can you tell us if they're going to work to keep her here? Are you allowed to tell us that?
I thought I heard she is loved.
Yes. Yes, she is loved. Thank you, Randy.
You want to do the angel cards for a little bit?
Yeah, we can.
Would that be
you want
okay
me to
with
stop
you?
the box?
Yeah, we can
just
for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Had the spirits
All right.
gather their energy back up. Well,
All right. Last let notes, spirits. Last let notes.
Like I said, I can't believe you people. You're going. Wow, that.
Good night, spirits. Thank
I
you so
love the
much.
responses that come. Yes, spirits. Thank you for communicating with us. I
Yes.
love the responses that comes from her spirit box. They're so much clearer.
Yeah. Like I was telling Phoenix while you were gone, I said, boy, my heart just felt
Because
like it
of
started
these.
racing.
Really.
Yeah.
Wow.
And normally when I'm around the spirit box, it doesn't do that, but howdy.
You know, sis, I have sat with my granddaughter all day.
Mm-hmm.
She has done nothing but made faces, and you know, I know a lot of babies do that when they get gas. But she was, I mean, her little hand strength is so strong. She would grip on to my index finger and would not let go of it.
Yeah. Do you know my niece Avery, when she was a newborn, she made some of the funniest faces, like you wouldn't believe.
Well, when the nurse came in to assess her earlier tonight, she's like, well, you need to bring her over here. I need to assess her. And she was, first thing she did was listen to her little heart. And I'm like, well, she's okay, ain't she? She's like, yeah, she's okay. But she didn't want to go in and say any more. Because Ashley was so worn out. I told her, I said, get you some rest. You're going to need it. And she was laying there and dozed off to sleep. And I fed Zyla. I mean, she sucked her bottle good. Almost, drank almost a whole 4 ounces.
Well,
I don't know, guys. Get
I
away
think-
from me, Satan. I rebuke you.
I think she's going to be okay. I just think that hospital's ass backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hospital that let me lay up there and literally bleed to death when I lost my first baby. My baby had came out. They didn't even give me the courtesy to ask me if I wanted to have a funeral for my child. I never got that. Never got that. They said they had to take the baby and do tests to find out what the cause of death was. And it was because I had had my daughter, Kimberly, and then I got pregnant 4 months after I had Kimmy, and my body didn't have enough nutrients in it. Hadn't built back up from where I had Kimberly. But
Ooh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
honey, that's where I told you that I laid back there and felt like someone put their hand over my face and suffocated me, and I went out, and the next thing I know, I was floating in top of the chapel, and I saw
Mhm.
Dwayne on his knees praying to God, and I heard everything he said to him.
Yeah. I'm feeling spider webs all over me. That's
Wow.
spirit activity.
I was feeling cobwebs over, like I'd walked through a bunch of cobwebs over Jimmy's a while ago when we was talking about Anisha.
She was
All
there.
right. Who wants the first reading?
I'm going to recommend Zach because his mother was coming through. So let's give him the first
Okay.
angel card.
All right, Zach. It's gifts from God. Well, if I can ever get this right on here.
How interesting.
Archangel Sanlaphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive.
Does
That
that
was yours,
resonate?
Zach.
Yeah, does that resonate with you, Zach?
I don't even know if he's still in here or not. Zach, are you still in here? Who's next? Pop it in the chat or say your piece.
Or I'm the one going to
I'll
pick
take
for
one.
you.
Okay. All righty then. Something's telling me to shuffle it just one more time. And if I don't do it, it's going to drive me nuts. God, my heart is breaking for Ashley right now.
Zyla
She's
will
got
be
it.
okay.
What I told her, I said, Ashley, she's going to be okay. Okay. Phoenix, this is your card.
Yeah.
Angel therapy.
Angel therapy. Oh my goodness.
Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Give your cares to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Ooh, I needed that one. Who's next?
Me.
Okay. Southern Belle, Rain. I'm just going to go in order. After I do Kel, I'm going to do Southern Belle, and then I'll do Rain. That way, I think I might have you all covered, and then I'll do myself last. Tell me one more time. So we will do it. Okay. Here we go, Belle.
You mean Kale?
Kel. Kel, Belle. My Kel, my Belle. Moon cycles.
Ooh, that one does resonate with me.
Okay. Archangel Hansel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles.
Holy fudge knuckles.
So did that one slap you right in the head?
Yeah, like a
Okay.
like a brick.
I think after I do everybody, I'm going to pull one for Ashley too.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. Southern Belle is next. Life review. Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. That almost resonated a little bit with Phoenix's, don't you think? Kel?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do.
And I think it's where Belle and Phoenix is so close. Let's see if mine comes any closer to yours, Kel. And where did she go? You're most welcome, Belle. Okay, Miss Rain Ragin, you are next, my love. Okay. Good deal. Southern Belle said it resonated with her. Chakra clearing. This one's for you, Rain. Oh, hang on. I gotta let Kel in. Where did you go?
My phone browser crashed again.
Oh, okay. Archangel Metatron. Call upon me and clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometrical shapes. That was Rain's. My computer, guys, is doing some weird crap.
Well, so
I
is
mean,
my
it just sat here
iPhone.
and opened a window that I did not touch. And my mouse is all the way over here.
And mine just closed one, remember?
Wow.
It's just all crazy.
Okay, guys. This one is mine. Then I'll do Ashley's. Hello from heaven. Yeah, there we go.
Hello.
Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Wow.
Well, I think you needed that
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
because I have a feeling you've been thinking about your brother and your daddy lately.
Oh my God. Me and Angie was just talking about them earlier. And I was telling Angie, that here the last couple of times that I've went to the cemetery, I have felt my dad's presence so strong that it almost took my breath away.
But you got to understand, he's always with you.
Oh yeah, but I think that during those, my dad knows I'm stressing right now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to comfort me. Okay,
That
this one's
is.
Ashley's, and hers. Oh my God, this is nurture. And it says, Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now.
Wow.
Wow. I'm going to have to lay out to the side and show it to Ashley when she comes in.
I'm going to tell you this, sis. Do one for Kimmy for me.
Okay. All right, I'll do one for Kimmy. Yeah, Kimmy's stressing real bad too. I didn't get in to tell you the big yarn that little Mr. Butthole is trying to fill her head full of.
Mm-hmm. You mean
But
the
I
douche
told her,
canoe?
I said, Kimberly, I said, I've done told you. You got to make your mind up. Can't keep living in misery because life is too short and it is not worth it.
I love Kimmy,
That
but
was a great card,
sometimes
Phoenix.
I would like to shake Kimberly until the lights come back on.
I know. I did the same thing.
But I
Okay,
love it.
this is Kimberly's compassion. Wow. Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself.
You need to set that one aside.
You know, I need to take a screenshot of that and send it to her.
Do it. Tell her
Yeah,
that
I think I will.
you should
I
tell her.
think I will. God, I got so nervous. Guys, there my phone is. I swear to say I lost my freaking phone.
You should tell her I wanted to pull a card for her, and that's what came up.
I'm going to. Hang with me a second,
Sorry.
guys.
You're cool
I had to.
there, Phoenix.
Yeah, I had to go around and shut my windows because somebody's blasting some music somewhere.
Oh, wow. I went outside last night just to feel the cold air, you know. And there's my daughter. Hi, Angie. My daughter's in the chat. Guys, this is my
Hi,
daughter,
my
Angela.
niece.
She's the second to the oldest. Angie, I'll pull you a card in just a minute. We pulled Kimmy a really special one.
Man, where I grew up, pulling your card means something completely different.
Different.
Right? And Angie Phoenix is the one I was just telling you about. You know Aunt Kel, but Phoenix is
All right, Rain.
a good friend of mine too.
Phoenix's real name is also Kelly.
Yeah. I call her Phoenix.
Yeah, that's so I don't get confused.
Yeah, I'm not embarrassed about it. My first year on YouTube, I did use my real name and my real last name, so I'm not really embarrassed about my name.
I love it.
just
I
thought
love that name.
I just thought
I think
having a
it's
screen name would be a little bit better.
I like
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I do too.
It fits your personality.
If I had my way about it, I would have named one of my kids Phoenix if I'd had, you know, a boy. Well, Rhoda, turn this thing around. Trying to get it where she can read it.
Angela. I love you, Angela.
I sent it.
Good.
Angie, you want me to pull you an angel card?
Well, of course. I was going to do
I'm
her
going to do
next.
it anyway, so say yes. I'm so excited. This is the first time my daughter Angie's came into one of my lives. Angie, you just missed we did spirit box session. You could go back and watch the video. And it's gonna blow your mind some of the responses we got. She said she loves you too, Aunt Kel.
Good. I know she does.
Okay, Miss Angie. Okay, I'm gonna pull you one. Okay. Life review. Who else just got a life review? Was it Southern Belle?
Yeah, I believe so.
Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced.
I bet that resonates with you, Angie.
I know it does. I know it does. Angie has got such a huge heart. I mean, this girl would literally take her shirt and her shoes off her feet and her back and give it to you if you didn't have it. That's just the way she is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sissy, we got some crazy responses on the spirit box.
Angie wears her heart on her sleeve.
Yeah. She gets that from her mama.
Yeah, but you both have rough edges, but that's okay. That's what I love.
Yeah. When I first met Kel, gosh, I was so shy. I watched her on WE for 2 weeks before I could build up my courage to go on video and say hi to her because I felt like I had known her all of my life. I never even had talked to her. Yes.
And I
and
remember saying to her, Rhoda, you might want to speak up a little bit.
Yeah. And then she's like, I got used to talking to her, and she's like, you're so quiet. I'm going to get you out of that damn shell that you've crawled up in. And by God, she did. Now I bet sometimes she wishes she could shut me up.
Nah.
I'm going to tell you, she knows when I'm feeling bad. Because most times when I'm feeling bad and I'm depressed, I won't talk to nobody. And she'll message me, what's wrong? That's what she'll say, what's wrong? And I'll get to feeling a day or two later a little bit better, and I'll call her and she'll say, what's wrong with you? I knew something was going on. Then I'll start blah, 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 blah.
I told her it doesn't
It just
matter.
makes everyone feel that way.
I was like, she needs to, like, talk to me even when she's feeling bad because
I'll be.
I can't.
All right, love.
Okay. We'll be here.
We'll be here in the morning.
I feel delirious.
I do too. I can't believe the responses we got
I
from
can't,
that little girl.
and I can't believe Zach's mom came in again.
Oh, Angie, when you rewatch this, our friend Zach, he's a friend from Weave, and his mom literally, she talks to Kel and tells Kel things that she wants Kel to tell Zach. Well, the spirit box started saying Cindy a while ago. Well, one of my friends in here, her name is Cindy, so I didn't know whether it was spirit wanting to talk to Cindy or if it was spirit coming through that was telling us that their name was Cindy. Kel felt it right off. I hope, what was it you said about Zach?
So, boy, I hope it's not Zach's mom coming through. I can't handle her right now.
And it was Zach's mom.
And then Zach popped in right after that.
Yeah, and Zach pops in right after that. He said he just told his mom before he came onto our channel, if you've got anything to say, now's your chance.
Boy, she did. She just said, I love you.
I can't wait to go back and watch this because there was some, full sentence responses coming through. And maybe, where that part where she said, I'm drowning, or she's drowning, that resonated with that feeling I got in my gut. And if I'm wrong, God show me that I'm wrong. But when I watched that video, that child playing in that lake, I almost threw up from the sick feeling that I got. And then another person that had watched a past video, they showed one of her dancing in the rain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was this barrel, a big red barrel, says for sale on it. And then there's big old weights, that you lift weights with, laying on the ground around that. Okay. And then when they're out there taking pictures of the boys to get people to donate to them, those weights were gone. And somebody's like, I'm wondering if she accidentally drowned when they was out at the lake because the mom had a 15-year-old boy out there drinking. And then the boy, told his mother, well, I'm worried. Welcome back, Phoenix Love. The boy told his mother, well, this is eating on me. I was out here drinking with Summer's mom, and Summer went under the water for more than a minute, and I jumped and grabbed her out. She was coughing and stuff, and we got in the car to leave. And when I looked back, the little boy said when he looked back that he had an eerie feeling that Summer didn't look right, that she was laid up against 2 gallons of milk and was asleep. And I'm like, why did that boy wait for over a week to tell that? And then it was told the mom didn't even call 911. She called her husband that was at work in Johnson City and said Summer's missing and told the whole story about them planting flowers and Summer didn't want to be in there and or outside and she went inside to play with her dolls. Well, it says the mom went for a walk. And then when she comes back, she asked the boys, "Where's your sister?" And it was told, well, the boy said, well, she went downstairs in the basement to play with her dolls. She hollers for Summer. She didn't answer. When she goes down there, the back door's open. Summer's nowhere to be found.
There's a
So
lot
I
to
don't
this
know.
story that's so messed up.
Yes.
The truth will come out eventually. It might take a while.
Yeah. I honestly don't feel nothing. I don't think the dad had anything to do with it whatsoever. But that mom, I don't know, Kel. It's like somebody's punching me in the gut saying, open your eyes. You're fixing to find out different. Open your eyes. And I hope to God I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong for even letting myself think that, I will personally go on that woman's page and I'll tell her. My mom was playing, telling me, pulling me all over the place. If they prove she didn't do something to her kid, I will be the first to tell her I thought wrong and I apologize.
But I wasn't the only medium who
No,
had the
you
same
was like
information.
you was the first, Kel, from my knowledge. And then when I watched the TikToks, there was two more. It was you, another lady, and then there was a man came on there and did a TikTok, and he was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That he was seeing a man. That he took her from the back door into the woods. And guess where the last scent of her was?
At the edge of the
At
property.
the edge of the property.
I wonder if they'd find like tire tracks from a vehicle nearby.
If they did, they're not going to say because that would give that person, okay, God, that they're going to go, do forensics on these tires. And they will find out what kind of tires they are and what kind of vehicles they fit on. And then they'll go from there, looking at the vehicles that they fit on.
Yeah.
And then they'll go back and look at the footage that the old man had of a car parked on the edge of his property. A big, older looking car.
That's
Now,
what I
the
said.
video was in, the black and white. So they don't know the color of the car.
Nah. I think it's like an old, like grayish blue. It once maybe was a powder blue, but you know how those old vehicles, that color fades to like a gray.
Right.
Yeah.
I was telling Angie earlier, Kel, we was talking about that little girl, and then I was telling her about her friend. And I told Angie, I said, I come to you and told you, hey, there's a kid missing here, and I need you to see if you can haunt in. I said, and when she come back and said it's a little girl, she's got blonde hair. She's around 5 years old. I about fell out of my freaking seat. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And then I told Angie, you was seeing the little girl being carried through the woods over the man's shoulder, and then thrown in the back of the car. And then it went black and she got sick.
Yep.
That was her spirit guides stopping her from seeing something bad. Or that's when little Summer closed her eyes. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
And
But then your whole water theory and what that boy said, I don't really believe anybody until.
Well, here's the thing though, sis. That video shows him and her in the water. Her brothers wasn't with them. For sure, that woman was down there letting a 15-year-old get drunk with her.
Yeah.
And when she went under, he seen her under the water and he jumped in and pulled her out. Could she have had dry drowned And the mom freaked out thinking, oh God, I was down here drinking with this 15-year-old. I'm going to lose the rest of my kids for that, you know?
And could she have got someone to take Summer?
Yes, that is a big possibility.
So maybe everything's correlating, but here's the thing. When, like I was with Anisha, I didn't want to put all my ducks in a row until I was absolutely sure.
Right,
And I'm being this way with it until I get like official information
right.
that either I was right or wrong.
Yeah. Because when she got sick at her stomach, guys, she said, sis, they're making me stop. You know, I'm not seeing anything else right now. And I'm like, well, that was a lot. I mean, I came at her and instantly she went into it and was trying to remote view with her, and she was able to. But then it got to the point of him throwing her in the car, and then that's when everything went black for Kel, and she got sick at her stomach. And I knew then spirits was protecting Kel. They
Yeah.
didn't want her saying anything else.
Usually my spirit guides never have made me sick before, but I think they were telling me no.
And she was sick all that night. She could not even. We was going to go do a live that night, and we couldn't
Yeah.
because Kel was feeling bad.
Yeah, that messed with me.
It's messing with me so bad. Like I said, I understand because of the Delphi murders and how they had the whole freaking community and people from other places too driving long distances to come and help search for those little girls. They trampled all over evidence that they didn't mean to. So that's why
I kind of understand.
yeah, I do too. I understand, but then the mother part of me wants to go and look and leave not a stone unturned. Because you never know. You know, look under the rocks. Her freaking clothes may be under there, you know. Somebody may have dyed her hair. I mean, my mind's telling me all kinds of crap.
But you got to calm down, sis, because you can't let it get to you. I promise it'll eat at you if you
It
don't.
is eating at me, Kel.
I know it is. You got to stop. And I know that's hard because you're a mother and a grandmother, but I have a niece that's like 8 and kind of fits the build of Summer.
Yes.
So I have to try not to put a personal spin on it because it will eat me.
Right.
And I got already enough on my plate. So do you.
You know, when I first heard of it, the Amber Alert came on my phone. And I looked at it and I'm like, they'll find her. And then the next day, I went and I looked and they didn't find her. And then I started I was watching every single video they did about her. I went on to the mom's Facebook. Oh my God, this lady, they're having to even keep the law at these people's home because these people have been threatened. Angie said, it's bothering me real bad. I have cried. Yeah, Angie, I was over there. Angie broke down and started bawling over
Yeah.
this little girl. I mean, that's just a mom in you. You
Yeah.
know, that I know, and I know everybody's different and everybody worries and grieves their own different ways. But if that was my kid, I would be on there begging, please bring my child back. And they wouldn't be nobody stopping me from out there looking for my kid.
And not only that, the dad saying all these past tense phrases.
Yes, and that's another thing. The dad's talking from day one. He said that, well, my family believes in the resurrection. Okay, I believe in the resurrection also. But your faith should be that God is going to find your child and he is going to bring her home. Not talking in, well, Summer,
She
she would have
was.
loved to be in here to see all this fuss about her. You're talking about your daughter in past tense. Well, I knew when I got there on the property that Summer was no longer with us. Oh, hang on.
Was it because he really knew the truth, or he had some kind of intuition?
It is cute. Let me mute just a minute, honey. Ashley just came in.
Okay.
Crappy dap.
So what do you think, Phoenix? Do you think he knows more than he's saying, the dad?
Yeah, I do.
Because that's what's bothering me, is the way the dad's acting, too. Because he's using her in a past tense, and that bothers me.
Well, yeah. See, I know in a court of law it doesn't prove it because they love to play with words and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, when you're reading somebody's body language, if they still believe she's alive, they're going to talk about her as she's alive. If they feel that she is gone, then they are going to talk about her in the past tense.
Yeah, but his body language to me, like in some of the stuff I've seen, has been questionable. I don't know if you've seen anything of him talking or whatever. Even the tone of his voice.
No.
His tone of voice, because I guess I can't see very well. I go by people's tones of their voice, because there's so many different ways you can phrase something.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it. It's just, there's something that's eating at me there. I mean, it doesn't help that he was in prison before. I mean, everybody can change when they go into that kind of incarceration, but I don't know.
Is he the biological father or the stepfather?
That I don't know. So I have no idea. If anyone in the comments could, if they know, they could speak up. Because that just bugs me. I know Rhoda's more worried out of a mother's point of view, but I can't let that eat at me like that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find her. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they'll find her. There is a girl here that went missing in West Virginia. Come to find out, the mother and the stepfather had something to do with her disappearance, and it took them about a few years to figure that out. So I don't know. I would like to get
No,
like an
I haven't really. I haven't really been keeping up with it. I've just been like listening to what everybody else was talking about it.
Yeah, I don't want to know too much more information. I don't want it to mess with me, so I don't watch news. Look, here's Rhoda.
I'm back.
There she is, Miss America.
Oh, I wish. That was sweet. I don't think the dad. Here's the thing. The mom didn't call 911. The daddy did. She called him and said, Summer's missing. He's like, hang up with me right now and call 911. She didn't even call them. He did. He was at work an hour away in Johnson City. He beat the police there. He was so upset about his kid. He said he had that car doing everything it would do. But then he said when he pulls up, he sees all kinds of people, his neighbors, already in the fields and the woods screaming for her. He said, I knew right then Summer was no longer with us, that she wasn't on this property.
Maybe he has some intuition. You never know.
He's talking about we believe in the resurrection, and it talks in the Bible how we're going to go through fiery brimstone, and I mean stuff that just don't. It's like, okay, dude, you've told us that you put this in God's hands, and that's good. But why are you talking about your daughter in past tense with Bible verses? And they all contain of being dead.
He has a guilty conscience.
I think that mama might have told him, our daughter's missing, and this is what happened. I'm afraid that I'm going to go to jail and we're going to lose our rest of our kids. What do I do? And like I said, if I'm wrong, I will be the first to go on that lady's page, because let me tell you, this lady is getting death threats.
I wouldn't wish that on her.
People talking about coming and putting her in chopping her head off and putting her in a trunk, and I'm like, you know what? That's a little harsh right there. And how's everybody gonna feel if she didn't have anything to do with it? But too much stuff is pointing to her. The lady refuses to give an interview. She won't go on TV and beg for her child's return. They're asking for money through a GoFundMe. The church is taking up donations for them, and people was irate with that. They're like, you're a bunch of drunks. You was at a lake getting a 15-year-old kid drunk. What the hell makes you think we're going to send money for you to go buy more? They said they would send the money to the TBI, to put towards her. There's already a $50,000 reward.
Mhm.
But, the right thing to do, if somebody does find her and pray to God she's alive, you know what the right thing to do with that money would be? Go put that money in a trust fund for her. When she turns 18 years old, she would have a little nest egg. That would be the right thing to do. But I just don't know. I don't know if your heart tugs at you and you're like, well, the dad was working. He was telling the interview guy, well, I've just been keeping myself busy. I've been going to work every day. If that was my kid missing, I'm going to be out in those damn woods. And like I said, there ain't going to be a rock that ain't looked under.
Now I'm
coming back without her.
Now I'm going to tell you, if she would go in front of the cameras, the mom, and beg for the return of her daughter, okay, she'd probably still get ridiculed, and people still might say we don't believe her.
Exactly. That's why she said she did it, because of this other, I'm just going to say it, stupid cunt. A little 22-year-old girl had little baby Evelyn's her name. And I think I'm wanting to say she lived in Knoxville. Pretty sure she lived in Knoxville. Anyway, baby Evelyn went missing, and they noticed the mother was, she was just wanting to be in front of the cameras every time they was there. She was out in front of those cameras. Fake tears, oh, please bring my baby back, blah, blah, blah. And then they started asking questions to family members and to friends. Come to find out, this bitch killed her kid and buried her in her daddy's backyard. This baby wasn't but a year old. Because she wanted to be with her boyfriend and he didn't want no kids. Why didn't she just give the baby up to one of her family members instead of going and doing something as evil as that?
I don't know, but do you remember in the 90s that woman who drowned her 2 kids?
Susan Smith.
Yeah, Susan Smith, and she blamed it on 2 black guys, and she's the
Yeah.
one into it because her rich boyfriend or whatever he was didn't want kids either.
Mm-hmm. See, that's how most of these little kids that can't run fast enough to get away from their, person that's abusing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they end up suffering and losing their lives. Because they don't have somebody around that can say, hey, mama's scaring me or daddy's scaring me. They're acting crazy. I get shit like that on my mind. Like I said, I love my kids and my grandkids with every single being of my body. And it just, I can't wrap my head around how people can be so evil.
I can't either, and I don't have kids or nothing. I mean, I have my biological niece Avery, and then I have everybody else I claim as my nieces and nephews that I care for. So,
Yeah.
it's just like, are you kidding me? I mean,
Kel, Angie asked me something earlier, and I'm going to let you give your perspective on it, and even Phoenix too.
okay.
Phoenix, I feel is also a sensitive. I am to a point, but like you said, I don't want to fully open up to it. I told you the other day when I was walking out of that hospital, I heard voices coming all at me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hold my ears till I got out because I didn't want to hear it. But Angie asked me tonight, Mama, does it just happen to you one day you start being able to see things and hear voices, or is that something you're born with? I told her, for me, that's something that I've seen all my life. And it's never scared me. But I didn't really, at the time, want to focus much attention on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, for some people, it can come later in life, but I think we all are gifted with that ability, but we don't. Sometimes we lose it as kids, or sometimes we don't reopen it until later.
Welcome back, Mr. Rain.
Phoenix, what's your take on it?
Let's get Rosa.
I had a lot of crazy shit happen to me when I was a kid, and I blocked it all off and started smoking pot.
See, so she closed herself.
Yeah.
But it's possible you can reopen that gift. And like I said, everybody's got it. Some people call it intuition. Some people call it a sixth sense. It's just,
Some people call it deja vu.
yeah.
Ugh, I've had that too.
Yeah, girl. I had that a week before my father passed away. I had dreamed that I was in a house and I had a real bad headache. And I can remember somebody coming up and tapping me in the shoulder and telling me they was going to the store to get a newspaper. And I said, okay. But then in my dream, I saw these beautiful glass coffee tables that stood on big, those rock pillars. And these big marble like rock pillars. And I never paid attention to those tables that my mom got. I had a real bad headache that day. Me and the girls had went down and we had gathered pecans. And I went down to my mom and dad's to take them some. Well, when I got down there, I had a massive headache. it was my husband and my kids, and they was in the kitchen with my brother playing Uno. And I said, well, I'm going to lay down on this recliner and see if I can get my headache to go away. Well, I was laying there, and I noticed my dad. He would literally lean over in his rocking chair when my mom would get up to go check on my little brother that had Down syndrome. He would lean over and watch everything my mom did. And I thought, what is he doing that for? And he just had a glow about him. My daddy had been real sick. Well, I laid there and closed my eyes and dozed off. DeWayne came and pecked me on the shoulder. And when I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was those glass cables. I'm like, oh my God, I've been here. Something bad's fixing to happen, because in my dream, I knew something bad had happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I looked right at my dad, and I thought, oh God, please God, take DeWayne and my brother to the store and back safe. They come back, I still felt it.
Yeah.
And then I looked at my mom, and my mom had been real bad sick. My dad sicker than what anybody knew. My daddy, he looked at me and he's like, girl, he said, how many times have I told you to keep socks on your feet? I said, Daddy, it's fall. That's my favorite time of the year. I don't like socks on my feet. They sweat me to death. He said, that's why your head's hurting. He said, you've done got your feet cold. I said, Daddy, I'm going to be all right. I said, Dad, I said, you need to start taking breaks and quit trying to do things around this house so much. He looked at me, he said, honey, don't worry. He said, I'm going to get my rest.
I think he
And I said,
telling
yeah,
me.
I said, well, good. I'm glad, Dad. We got ready to leave him, and I went to kiss my daddy on the forehead. He grabbed both my arms. My daddy was the kind of man that never said, I love you, but he showed you. My daddy didn't have to tell me that he loved me. I knew he did, just by his actions. My dad would have gave up his world for us. But he looked me dead straight in my eyes and he said, I love you. He said, you take care of yourself. And when he said that, it just ran through my body like ice spiking into my heart. And I'm like, Dad, what are you talking about? I will take care of myself. I said, you take care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. I knew when I walked out that door and shut it, I'd never see my daddy with his eyes open again. Went home, 2:30 in the morning. My neighbor come knocking on our door because we didn't even hear our phone ringing. She said, you need to get to your mom and daddy's. The ambulance there working on your dad. Time I got my car, got down there, the ambulance was just pulling in the driveway. They had got in the house by the time we got the car parked, and the ambulance guy's like, you can't come in here. I said, the hell I'm not. I said, you or nobody else is going to stop me. I want to see my dad. Well, I'm mad because I'm like, why ain't you helping him? So I started doing CPR on my daddy. My daddy was gone. Well, they get him in the ambulance. They shocked my dad, got his heart beating back again. They get him up to the hospital. They take him back, and they're doing. I didn't know what the nurse meant when she said that they had. She said they was massaging his heart. I did not know that meant they had opened my daddy's chest up, and she was literally squeezing my daddy's heart with her hand.
Making it beat.
Yeah. She come back out there and she's like, it's out, it's only a few minutes and your dad is no longer going to be here. And I'm like, I want to go in there and hold my daddy's hand. She's like, honey, your daddy would not want you to see him in the shape he's in right now because of what we had to do. I pushed her back and I try to run back there and I'm beating on that door, trying to yank the door open. I try to run and yank another door open and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, Daddy, I love you.
It's okay, sis.
5 minutes later, my dad was gone. And you know, as time goes by, it gets a little easier to talk about.
I know.
And sometimes it's like it happened. You know, it's just that hurt that you feel. Time gets better. It does when we lose our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on those certain days that it's like it hits you like a ton of damn bricks, and it's that same freaking pain that you
Oh,
felt all over again. And I hate it. You know, my daddy's been gone 20 years.
my mom's been gone since 2008, so 11, 12.
It gets easier, don't it, Sissy? But I'm gonna say everybody's here's lost somebody they love, and it gets to where you can cope.
It's never
You
going
can
to be.
cope with it. I thank God every day that I still have my mother.
That's how I
She
feel.
is 81 years old, and that is the most precious thing in my life my God could have gave me was my mom.
I love Mama.
She's a sweetheart, honey.
I know she is.
A very God-fearing woman. Oh, wow, your mom passed in 2005, Phoenix. I'm sorry. I know that pain. You know, they say you hurt when you lose your dad, but if you love your mama, the pain's unbearable. Good night, Angie.
Yeah, when my mom died, um, I kind of knew she went, and I told my dad, I said, "Don't you think you because of the situation that she did to herself, you know, because that's still hard for me to talk about." But um,
Thank you, Ray.
so you know, because my mom took too many uppers and downers, like Michael Jackson did. I'll just say it like that. So her heart stopped, and my sister had to do CPR, and here I was seeing her spirit, you know, in this wispy white, you know, and I knew she was gone, but I was still trying to be positive for my grandma, you know, my mom's
Yeah.
and everybody else, that I was still going, oh, it's okay, she'll be fine. She wasn't. Because when the doctor came in to tell us, I just looked at her, I was like, I know. I mean, I knew it.
Bless Phoenix' heart. She said to this day, sometimes I still buy her stuff and forget she won't be home to give it to. I know, Phoenix.
I've done that too.
I have too, and I've got to now, when I see something that I think my dad would like, I buy it and I take it down there. And you know, it's little whatnots and stuff, but I take it and I'll put it on my dad's grave. Luckily, knock on wood right now, because when my dad first passed away, the first 5 years, we was going and buying these expensive, statues and taking them and putting them on my dad's and my little brother's resting area. Well, the guys that mow the lawn down there was taking it upon themselves to decorate their yards with stuff that was coming from the people's graves down there.
That's sick.
I went and raised hell about it. Well, luckily this year, they've not taken anything. No statues have they taken. Now, when I went down there here a few weeks ago, I had took my dad some new flowers and my brother because there wasn't none. You
Yeah,
know,
they.
the wind could have blew them out or whatever, but they need to be changed anyway. But Carol, you speaking of your mom,
Mhm.
4 months after my daddy passed, that same freaking feeling came on me again. And I knew because my little brother, he would have been 21. He died 2 weeks before his 21st birthday. He had severe Down syndrome, and he could say words like mama and daddy, good night, I love you, and nini na. Well, he was going through the house in his little wheelchair, and he would scream, "Daddy, Daddy." He would get out and crawl through the hallways in the middle of the night hollering, "Daddy, Daddy." My brother, I believe with all my heart.
He died of a birthday.
Yes, he grieved himself to death over my dad. My mom called me and she said, "Will you please come down here? Your brother's not wanting to eat. He is smacking the food out of my hand. He won't drink anything." I went down there and got him out of his wheelchair. And I heard my daddy say, "Tickle his arm." He loved that little itsy bitsy spider thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
We would always do that with him. And I got him to laugh. And when he laughed, my brother never slobbered, guys. He soaked the whole side of my shirt. I didn't care. And then I told my mom, I'm like, "Mom, he's not feeling good. You need to take him to the doctor in the morning." Morning never came for him. When my mom put him to bed that night, everybody in the house went to sleep. Mom heard her bedroom door open up. So Mom looked and seen that her door was open. She went and walked through the house. Everybody was asleep. She went back, closed the door, and then dozed back off. And as soon as she dozed off, she heard the door open again. And when the door opened the second time, she saw a bright white cloud in front of my brother's bed. And she said when she saw that, she knew something was wrong. My mom felt her way in the dark to my brother's bed and was feeling for him on the bed. And when she found him, she said his hand was cold as ice, and she started screaming for my brother Chris. My brother Chris went in there. My little brother was on his face. And because of him having Down syndrome, we was hearing him make these gurgling sounds,
Yeah, my mom.
almost like he was snoring. The
Mhm.
doctor said that was death rattles.
Yeah, my mom did that.
But I told my mom, I said, "Mom," I said, "I believe with all my heart that Daddy was the angel that God sent to walk Stephen through those gates."
Mm-hmm.
That how blessed was she that she got to witness
Mm-hmm.
that. She was talking about that the other day, how she'll never forget that white cloud she saw in front of Stephen's bed. But I told her, I said, "Mom, God knew that, we and I did. I gave my family, I gave up my home to go move in with my mom to take care of my baby brother because I knew my mom couldn't do it without my dad." And I don't regret that. I enjoy every single minute I spent with my brother. What I do have animosity about is that I fell weak to my older brother because he was being bitchy all the time. I couldn't handle it. And my brother would get aggressive with him and he would grab him and, yank hides of meat off of my brother. And one day he screamed out and said, "God did, don't do that again." Well, didn't talk to my baby brother like that. I went in there and I whipped his ass. And then when he called the law, I'm like, "Mom, I can't do this. I'm going to end up killing my big brother because I don't like him screaming at my little brother." So we went back home. And my brother didn't live 3 months after we went back home. But like I told Mom, God knew you couldn't do it by yourself. And Stephen was grieving over his daddy. And God wasn't going to have that little angel that he sent here for us to enjoy grieving over anything because he was one of God's little angels. I believe that with all my heart.
Yeah.
The little Down syndrome children,
Mm-hmm.
I believe they are angels God sent here to open our eyes to things, how good we really do have it. You know?
I agree. Well, sis, my phone's at 20%.
Yeah, and it's 121.
Okay.
My lovelies, I want to thank you
Yeah.
guys for coming in. I love each and every one of you, and I've really enjoyed myself tonight. I'm
Yeah.
going to go back and watch this as I lay down and put my headphones on and see what I can decipher. Because when they give the green light for us to come in as volunteers and search for her, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my ladies. Hopefully, we may be able to come back on tomorrow night and do a live. But I've had a good time. We need to start doing this more often.
I think
I
we
need to keep the
Mhm.
depression in the ass
yeah, I
away
do.
from me.
Most definitely.
Because when I come in here and I have this time with you guys, it takes me out of that.
Me too.
And that's what I need to start doing. I need to spend time with my family on here.
Yep.
So I'm going to say I love you. Be
Keep it.
good to yourselves, be good to others, and be safe. And until tomorrow,
Keep it creepy.
keep it creepy. I
Love,
love you,
right.
Val.
love,
God bless you guys. I
love
love you,
everybody.
Vince. Love you,
Love you
sis.
guys.
Love
Night,
you.
Love you
night.
all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.